My name's Rick, and this is my 10-year-old son Rocco, and we're getting ready to play as a guest player for this new Canes team here. He was invited after last weekend at the Perfect Game All-State Games to come play. We didn't have anything going on, so we're gonna play and see how it goes. So thanks for joining in. I don't really know any of the kids, so I'll do my best there. But we're gonna get started here in just a minute. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Canes SB, Rocco catching. First pitch of the game is just low for ball one. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, missed, strike two. 3-2 pitch. Just off the plate, ball four, and they work a walk. All right, runner on first, no outs, and the pick. And they've got him. And they're gonna get him there at second base. Good job, Canes, way to go. One out, let's go. Okay, one out now, nobody on after the pick. First pitch, just low, ball one. 2-0 pitch, swung on, hit on the ground. And knocked down by first baseman, stepped on first for out number two, good job. Okay, two outs, nobody on, first pitch. Swung on, hit in the air. Shortstop with the catch over the shoulder. Nice job, 53, that's three outs. Canes put up a 0, let's go hit. Okay, I forgot to say, this is a Sunday one day here, and we have a new umpire. We started way late, so I guess the first umpire was just filling in. First pitch is called strike one off the plate outside. 3-2 pitch again, outside, ball four, and he works a walk, good job. Here's the first pitch, down in the dirt, and he takes second base, good job, 53. 3-0, that is up, ball four, and that batter works the walk. We got first and second, no outs. Rocco steps in, first and second, no outs here. First pitch to Rocco is down in the dirt, ball one. Here's the 1-0, down and away, ball two. Runners go, and they take second and third. Here's the 2-1, swung on, hit well through the 5-6 hole. That's gonna drive in one, runner going home. And play at the plate, and they call him out. I didn't see a tag, but they call him out, so he must have got him. Rocco's on second base, good hit. All right, Rocco on second base. First pitch, that one is up, ball one. 2-1, swung on, hit back up the middle. That's gonna be into center field, and Rocco going home, and he's gonna make it there safely. Attaboy, Rocco, 2-0 Canes, let's go. Okay, runner on first. New batter first pitch is down in the dirt, ball one. New bat, switch out. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. That's two outs. New batter first pitch. Swung on and hit well to the gap, maybe. And it's caught by the left fielder. Good job, number 10. Nice play. That's going to be three outs. Canes up 2-0 after one. Let's go. Okay, top of the second now. First pitch, just low, ball one. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, hit in the air. Second base, no, it's gonna fall into no man's land behind second base there. Good try. Nice hit there, young man, number 13. First pitch, ball one. Runner holds it first. 2-0, swung on, hit on the ground. Bodied by the first baseman, race to the base, and I think he gets there. Let's see, I'm not sure if he called him out or not. Yeah, he did. So good job, first baseman, way to get there. One out. All right, runner on second, one out now. And they pick, and it's into center field. Runner's going three, and he's gonna be safe there. Okay, runner on third now with one out. First pitch, swung on, hit in the air, and that's gonna get down into no man's land again and score a run. So now AV Sliders 1, Canes 2. New batter first pitch, swung on and fouled into the umpire, strike one. Pick again, and the ball gets by. Runner's going two, and he's gonna be there safely. Here's the 0-1, runner goes. Swing and a miss, Rocco throws and bounces it, and that's gonna be the tying run there, 2-2 now. Let's go. 1-2 pitch, Swung on, hit in the air. Center fielder underneath it and makes the catch. Good job, 13, 2 down. Okay, new batter, 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Called, strike 3 on the curveball. Canes get out of it, but give up 2. Tied 2 going into the bottom of the second. Here we go. All right, bottom 2, tie game. First pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Goes down on 3 pitches, 1 out. Okay, new batter. First pitch. Off the plate, ball 1. 2-2. Swung on, hit in the air. Going for it is second base, and he's going to make the catch there. Good job, 98, 1 out. Or 2 outs, I'm sorry. New batter, first pitch. Swung on, hit in the air. Calling for it is third, but it's foul. 0-2. Swung on, hit on the ground. Shortstop fields it, no, kicks it. Throws to first, but late. And that's going to be a little infield single or error. Either way, he's on first base. Good job, let's go. First pitch. Right there. Dang it, sorry, I had something on my arm. I thought it was biting me. That's strike 1. 0-1. Down in the dirt, gets by the catcher. Runner goes 2, and he's going to be safe. Good job, 13. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit well. And knocked down by third base, and throws him out at first. And that's going to be 3 outs. Nice play, third baseman. Big boy right there. Look at him. All right. Top of 3, tie game. First pitch is up and in. Ball 1. 3-0. Swung on, hit well. And that's going to get into left field for a single. Nice hit there, young man, from the sliders. Number 3, good swing. Here's the new batter, first pitch. In the dirt. And runner does take second base. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and fouled. Strike 2. 1-2. Inside. Oh, called. Strike 3. Inside corner. That is 1 out. Good job. First pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. 0-1. Swung on, hit on the ground. Fielded by second base. Thrown to first for out number 2. Runner advances to third. 2 down. Let's go. First pitch, swung on, hit on the ground. And that's going to get through. It's going to score a run, make the score 3-2. AV sliders go up 1. Here we go. New batter, first pitch, swung on, hit on the ground, chopped. And that's going to be foul. Here's the 0-1. Inside. Runner goes, and ROCCO pulls the throw outside the bag, so he's going to be safe. 1-1. Swung on and fouled into the umpire's pad there. Strike 2. 1-2. Swung on, hit in the air. Center fielder. And it goes off his glove. So that is going to be... Oh, runner wasn't going on 2 outs. So they don't score. And they got lucky there. Okay, new batter. And this is the really big kid that plays third. Here's the first pitch. Inside, ball 1. 3-2 pitch. Right there, strike 3 called. Canes get out of it. They do give up 1, down 1 going into the bottom of the third. Let's go. Bottom third, first pitch in the dirt, ball. Sorry, I was just barely getting on my ladder. They got ready quick there. 2-1, swung on, hit well. And that's going to get through into the outfield. So that's going to be a nice little single there. Good job. Number 53, nice hit. Okay, runner on first, no outs. First pitch, called, strike 1 on the inside. Here's the 0-1. Outside, ball 1. Runner goes, and he takes second base standing up. Good job. 1-1. Down and away, gets by the catcher. Runner goes 3. Good job, number 53. 3-1. Inside, ball 4, works a walk. First and third, runners at the corners. Okay, my 10-year-old son ROCCO steps in. New pitcher, first and third, no outs. First pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1. Runner takes second base. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, hit back up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. It's going to score 1 and just 1, but it ties the game. Good hit, ROCCO, attaboy. Okay, runners at the corner, tie game now, no outs. First pitch, swung on and missed, and Rocco takes second base. Good job. 1-2, right there, called, strike 3, 1 out. All right, first pitch, right there, strike 1. Here's the 0-1, swung on, hit, and that's gonna get by the second baseman into right field. He's gonna have himself a base hit, and Rocco is going to get back to third base. Good job, Rocco. Ball gets by, and I don't know what we're doing. Rocco is gonna get home. Wow, okay. AV Sliders coach going crazy over there, yelling at the team, and he's gonna call timeout. Here we go. Okay, runner on second. Canes up 2 now. First pitch, just low, ball 1. Here's a 2-1, up and in, ball 2. Runner goes, and he's safe, I believe. That was an awkward slide. All right. 2-2 pitch, swung on, hit, and I don't know where it went. Oh, it went to second base. I thought it went the other way. That is going to score another run, though. Good job. 2 outs. New batter, first pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1. 2-2, swung on, hit on the ground, and that gets by the first baseman and by the right fielder. So runner is not going to be fast enough to take 2 there. The ball didn't get by far enough. Grass really slowed it down, but nice hit, young man. Good job. Okay, so apparently the first base coach grabbed the runner. That's why they called him out. So I didn't see it on camera, but that's a rule. So, yep, you can't grab your runner. You can't put him back to the base. Can't assist him. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Top 4. Rocco in center field now. First pitch, down and in, ball 1. So here's the 2-0. Swung on, hit on the ground. Third base fields it, throws 1, and they're going to have him there at first base. 1 out. Good job. First pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1. 1-1 pitch, swung on and foul, strike 2. 1-2 pitch, and that's going to hit him. He just turns and gets it on the butt, so he'll take first base. Here we go. Here's the first pitch, swung on, hit in the air, and that's going to be foul, out of play, strike 1. Here's the 0-1, that's up over him, runner goes, and Rocco's there to back it up on the throw. Here we go. 2-1, swung on, hit up the middle, Rocco fields it, and he's gonna get it in there. So we got runners at the corners with 1 out. Here we go. Okay, new pitcher in for the Canes, 1 out still, runners at the corners. Here we go. First pitch, swung on, hit in the air, and it's going to be behind the left fielder. Rocco going to cut it off. He picks it up and throws it, and that's going to be a, ooh, and there, and he's safe there. So he called him out at the plate. Rocco guns him out at the plate, saves a run. It's 6-4, but he is at third base. So 2 outs, let's go. We need 1 more. All right, here we go. Tying run at the plate. First pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1. The 0-1, swung on and missed, strike 2. 1-2. Called, strike 3, and that's gonna be the inning. And I believe it's the ball game. So Canes hold on for their first win in pool play. If they win another one, there's a good chance they'll be in a championship game. Good job. Way to go, Rocco. Nice throw. Here we go. So thank you all so much for tuning in. This is just kind of a one day thing for Rocco, but it's going to be fun. So thanks for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, smash that like button, subscribe button. Don't forget to comment. We love answering your comments. We'll see you next time.